99% of your hate commenters have never made a YouTube video before. And not only that, 99% of the people who write comments on your channel and say, "Oh, this guy's stupid. Oh, this guy, don't listen to him. This guy sucks." Whatever it is that they're saying are 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds, 13-year-olds. These are just kids coming onto your channel and saying random shit. But so many YouTubers, get incredibly triggered by these comments, and sometimes they even change course. They change the content they're making for their haters. Why would you do that? Tell me why you would adjust what you're doing for somebody who is never even interested in your content in the first place. The best policy with hate comments is to ignore them. There's no reason to reply to them. When you are wanting to reply to them, you need to realize that the best way to do so, the best way to leverage their comment, would be to take what they're saying and use it as a counter argument in your next video so that you can give a rebuttal and make your argument stronger. So I'll often do this on my channel, SmartyRBX. I will talk about Roblox being a business platform now, and I'll talk about how Roblox is business first. And then when I get an objection thrown at me in my mind that I've heard before, like, "Oh, you're just telling people to make cash grab games," I will then say, well, no, looking at Roblox as a business doesn't mean that all you do is make cash grabs, but it means that you recognize what games work and what games don't work. See, so I'm able to make my arguments stronger through using what haters have said in the past, or what I imagine them to say, or what critics will say. And I think that's the most powerful way to use it. Aikido their energy into your video. Take their arguments, their words they're throwing at you, and then build a better argument with it. Especially if you're doing educational content like me. I make educational content on 2 channels, Remy Mindset and SmartyRBX. And for me, this works great because fundamentally it comes down to information. That's what I'm doing. I'm making videos about topics that I am deeply knowledgeable in, and therefore I'm teaching a lot of people about it. And there's going to be critics, there's going to be haters that come along. Now, if you're in entertainment, I see this being more difficult to incorporate what these people, what these kids are saying in your videos. But you can always make a joke out of it, right? Like somebody said in one of my comments, "Why would I listen to some broccoli-haired dweeb named Remy Mindset?" And I just could not help but laugh out loud at that comment. It's just fucking hilarious, the shit people will throw at you to try to rattle you. And look, man, I've seen thousands of hate comments at this point, and none of them do a single thing to me. Sometimes I'll avoid reading them. I'll be like, is one of these hate comments gonna hurt me? And then I'll go to my comment section eventually, because I always give in to the dopamine of reading your comments. And nothing affects me. I do not give a shit what people think. I don't care if these haters want to say, "I'm the worst person on earth." "Oh, you're a scammer." "Oh, you're a horrible person for making YouTube videos and teaching people on the internet." Like, people can say whatever they want. It does not matter. And that's what people need to understand. Especially because this isn't even like some business professional coming along and critiquing you. This is some little kid on his iPad with greasy fingers typing out some random shit to you, trying to be edgy, right? It's not even a person who matters. And then YouTubers will still worry about what their haters think. Still. So take a deep breath and laugh at it. That's really all you need to do. Now, of course, if somebody does come along and give you some actual constructive criticism, you can listen to it. This doesn't mean you ignore all feedback, but the bullshit, you need to just forget it. This is one of the biggest reasons why people don't start YouTube and become content creators. It's interesting. People are afraid of judgment. They're afraid of people telling them that their videos suck. They're afraid of their mom or their sister or their dad's, uncle's, brother's cat laughing in their face for making a YouTube channel, coming up to them and making fun of their videos, saying, "Hey, why are you doing this? Why'd you say this? Blah, blah, blah." They're worried about judgment from people. Look, there's no way to avoid judgment unless you hide in a cave your entire life and never talk to anybody. And if people are going to judge you, and if people can judge you for anything you do, just do whatever you want. Do what you want to do. It's simple as that. Why would I base my decision of whether I'm going to start a YouTube channel or start an Instagram page or start posting this new type of content on somebody else's random opinion, on somebody's judgment, on whether or not people will like me or not for it? Who cares? I care about what I want and what I think more than I care what they think. It doesn't matter. And thing is, we're wired from childhood to seek approval from people. It comes from the school system and parents and also peers rejecting you. It comes from all these different sources, right? And we learn to, try to be liked. Try to explain yourself if somebody starts critiquing you. Oh, bro, why'd you do that? Oh, no, I don't know. I just did it because blah, blah, blah. You're trained to do this approval seeking. And that is why people fear going on YouTube and posting videos. It's the exact same thing. So what you need to do is you need to just start. If you start talking on camera, you will quickly train your mind and your nervous system that it is okay to post. It is okay to speak to a camera. It is okay to share on YouTube. And you aren't going to die for it. Your brain thinks you're going to die for it. If you're afraid of getting hate, if you're afraid of getting mocked, criticized, belittled for making YouTube videos, your brain thinks this is a survival level issue when it isn't. Your brain is going into fight or flight when it doesn't need to. You know, that's one of my favorite things about doing YouTube is it helps you to become a better public speaker, and it helps you to figure out how to be better socially in this new way, right? It's not just talking to somebody in a conversation face to face. It's talking to the camera and sharing ideas to a microphone. And that allows you to have a feedback loop that you don't get from normal conversations. I'm able to watch myself back. I'm able to see how I come across on camera. I'm able to see all these things that I can't see just talking to people in my day-to-day life unless I'm recording a podcast with them or something. And that lets you find ways to get better at speaking and communication very fast because it is right there. You're able to watch it back. And that's the thing that people don't see about content creation. And it makes it all the more surprising that more people don't do it. Because even if you got 0 views, right, you would still become a better speaker. You would still learn skills. You'd still learn editing. You'd still learn persuasion, marketing. You'd learn something from creating content online. Now, most people, they think that, well, all that I need to post is just some pictures on Instagram for my family and friends. Or I can post a few random things on YouTube and maybe one of them will blow up. But you can't do that. This is unintentional content creation. I see so many people who are going into YouTube or any social media and they think, well, I could just spam whatever I want and just random things and throw it at the wall and something will stick. And you're right, sometimes something will stick. But 99% of the time, it's not going to work that way. And you need to strategize. You need to have a strategy to grow your social media following. So for me on my Roblox channel, SmartyRBX, yes, I'm posting about a topic that I want to post about, but I'm also posting, what I want to post. When I started, I was posting videos about gameplay of my favorite games. I was posting videos about how to get the free Roblox hat that just came out. I was posting all these things 4 years ago when I first started my channel, SmartyRBX, when I was 14, 15 years old. And I thought that posting this content could help me grow. Like maybe somebody would want to watch this. But no, I quickly learned you have to refine. You have to post things and then you have to iterate and you have to adjust variables in the equation to get better results. So I figured out that I would get more views when I posted on certain topics rather than others, like posting about how to earn Robux rather than posting about how to get a free Roblox hat. And eventually I stumbled into the niche of Roblox game development content. So I had posted some Roblox game development videos teaching people how to model some things in Blender, which is a 3D modeling software. But I eventually decided to pivot fully into that when I saw a guy named RoBuilder doing this, and I also saw how my own videos on Roblox development outperformed all my other videos. So what I saw in RoBuilder was, look, RoBuilder was the first guy to be consistent posting videos about Roblox game development rather than posting Roblox gameplay content, right? He was posting this type of content. What allowing him to do was to take over a chunk of a niche that nobody was really tapping into at the time. Years ago, back in 21, 22, nobody was really tapping into Roblox game development content. People were like, well, if you want to become a Roblox YouTuber, the only way to do that is to make videos about Pet Simulator, make videos about Jailbreak, make videos about Brookhaven, whatever game's big at the time. But then the shift happened, right, when RoBuilder truly started taking over with dev content. And now, dev content has grown so much ever since then, with people like me, RoDev, others, pioneering the charge forward for this space to grow. But RoBuilder was the most consistent one. I think he is the most consistent dev content creator ever. And that inspired me to really shift fully into doing that. It was a huge role in inspiring me to do what I'm doing now. And because I was able to make that strategy of picking a niche that I was into that wasn't tapped into very effectively, that didn't have that much competition, I was able to grow my channel to over 130,000 subscribers, where it's at today. That wouldn't have been possible if I stayed posting random videos on all these different Roblox topics. Because I zeroed in on one niche, I was able to grow to where I am at now. Now, something that I've learned from the Roblox development world is the value of having haters and critics. See, for a while, I didn't post my full views on Roblox development. I knew that my views are controversial. I knew that me seeing Roblox as a business is gonna shake up the space because a lot of people in that space are just artists. They just think of Roblox as just make whatever you feel like, man, and just hope it all works out. Just follow passion. But I wanted to bring in this strategy first approach to Roblox development for the first time, and I knew that would ruffle feathers. So I held off for it. I held off on it for a while, for a very long time, for years. But then I decided to make the shift. Just a few months ago, I made a tweet about how you need to have a strategy to succeed as a developer, about how you can't just follow passion, and most of the time, that's going to make you end up being a hobbyist for life who never gets recognized. This shattered the community. There were so many replies, dozens and dozens of emotional replies by people who were very angry, mostly people who just attack me rather than attacking my ideas, because they don't have an argument against this. And what I learned from having my haters on SmartyRBX and my critics on there is that, look, there's gonna be value in this. They are simply free marketers who will give you unlimited attention. They will make entire pages about you if they hate you enough. They will post about you all day nonstop. They will reply to every tweet, boosting you in the algorithm. They will make alternate accounts if you block them on X or on YouTube to talk to you, just to comment on your shit. So you should learn to love your haters. I love my haters. They give me free attention. They give me free views, and oftentimes they're my most dedicated fans in disguise. So I welcome all haters, right? You need to stop looking at haters as a problem. You need to stop looking at critics as a problem. They are a resource to be exploited. They are a useful tool in growing your following because they will give you attention. Now, do I think that you should just do crazy shit just to get hate? Do I think that you should, commit crimes or rob a bank? No. But what I do think is that you should say what you actually think. You should make bold statements. You should make content that is very expressive, that is very unique even, that stands out. You should say what other people are afraid to say or make the videos other people are afraid to make. And then let whatever happens happen. Let the chips fall as they may. Let the haters think whatever they want. And you're going to get a lot more attention this way when you're bold and when you're polarizing and when you're actually saying, doing what you want. Watch how the haters come. But you'll quickly realize this isn't a threat to my life. I'm not going to die having haters. And second, it's going to grow my channel. It's going to make me more successful. It's going to make me get more views. Oh, look at that. Wonderful balloons. It's going to make me get boosted in the algorithm. So thank you, haters. I greatly appreciate the free marketing. So I encourage you to keep doing it. Keep hating. On this channel, on SmartyRBX, leave the meanest, most wretched comments you can possibly post. Write them all. I don't give a shit. Actually, I appreciate it. Don't listen to that last line. Keep doing it, and you're going to make my life a lot better. All right. Peace. See you next video.